Good morning. Good morning, y'all. So, I have some updated news for you guys. Okay, so I am 36 weeks pregnant, okay? I'm almost there. I'm almost there. So this is for, honestly, this could be for anybody. This is for moms to be, moms who's thinking about giving birth here, husbands who, have wives that's getting pregnant or things like that that's gonna have a baby and stuff like that. So I promise I would be as transparent as possible throughout this whole process and stuff. So as you guys know by now, I have a midwife and I plan on having it at home birth, a pull birth, at home pull birth. That's exactly what I plan on doing. Um, well, baby has decided that Shis is ready to come to see Tanzania. She is ready. So, which is a problem because it's too early. Um, I I knew this for a while now. I'm not even gonna lie. Like just the things that's been happening, like she's just been low and she kind of like I've been having just like contraction. Like I just kind of like I'm like watch, this baby's gonna come early. Watch, I know it. And actually, yesterday I was having a lot of contractions, a lot. And it was scary. Like, I was like, oh my God, like, girl, this is not time for you yet. So I called my midwife. First of all, my midwife is amazing. I mean, the care that you get is just a different, it's just a different level of care that I can't even explain. Like, I just feel so comfortable with her. I feel so comfortable. I feel like I'm in really good hands. You understand what I'm saying? And I've never felt like that when I was in the US. Like, people were doing things to me with my first daughter that, like, I didn't even know. They didn't even explain to me what was happening, anything like that. Like, my midwife, oof, y'all, I swear I tried to do my hair. Um, my midwife, she explains to me what she's gonna do before she does it, and she just makes me feel so comfortable. She takes out the time to, like, if Hope is not here, she takes out the time to call him, to update him, because it is extremely important, at least out here, to educate the husband. It's just so different, y'all. Like, I love it. um but anyway, so she came and she did my exam, she did everything and all of that stuff. And yeah, she put me on bed rest. So I'm on bed rest for the next 2 weeks, which I'm assuming is like house arrest. I don't think I have to stay in the bed, but I think as long as I'm in the house, I think it's fine. I don't know if anybody's been on bed rest, comment. But I think that's what she means, because I don't think I can stay in bed for 2 weeks. But I can stay around my house. It's fine. So yeah, I've been given specific instructions. No, doing the dirty. No, she doesn't want me to do anything. Like, she just wants me to be at home so we can try to get this baby cooking as long as possible. She's like, if the baby wants to come at 38 weeks, it's fine. But right now, let's just, she does feel like, she did state to me that, okay, so, all right, this is a difference between America and here in Tanzania. So basically, let me tell you, basically, you know how in America, like when you starting to get like preterm labor and stuff like that, or you starting to get contractions, they have like medicine that can stop the contractions. Yeah, they don't have that out here. That was one of the things that I had to learn yesterday. I was like, oh, like they don't have that out here. Now, it's not even something that I thought about because my daughter was full term. She was actually overdue. So it's not like I thought I was going to have an early baby, which we don't know if this baby's going to come early. We just know that I have to slow it down. Like, I have to slow it down. Like, I can't, I gotta relax. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so she was just like, when the baby wants to come, the baby will come. So if the baby wants to come next week, then there's nothing we can do. So that medicine that they give you in the West, where it stops the contractions, they don't have that out here. which, which I think is a huge downside, to be honest. I think it's a huge downside because, I was looking up the statistics and stuff like that here in Tanzania of premature babies, and a lot of premature babies don't survive. But if they had Western medicine, they would definitely survive. So you want to keep that into consideration when you're trying to give birth out here. And like I said, I'm not one of those people that, just because I'm in Tanzania, I'm gonna sit here and lie to y'all and be like, oh yeah, everything is good. Like, I have to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Especially because something happened. It's not on me, okay? So that was new for me, that was good information for me to find out. However, if the baby were to be born 36 weeks, most likely the survival rate would be very high because she's basically almost cooked, but if you have a history of having premature babies and maybe you give birth at like 25 weeks, 30 weeks, maybe going back to the West just to give birth, might be a smart thing. However, Arusha Medical Center, Arusha Lutheran Medical Center, what is it called? Is working with a West doctor. I think she's from America. From the research that I've done, she's from America, and she has started a new program, and it has helped premature babies survive, survive much longer and stuff like that. So the survival rate is going up in Tanzania. However, it's not like that in the West, you know what I'm saying? So, just keep that in mind, you know what I'm saying? Just definitely keep that in mind. If you are healthy, young and healthy and not high risk and everything is all good for you and all that stuff, I think that you're perfectly fine to give birth here. It's just, it was good information for me to learn about premature babies here because it's not even something that I looked at. It's not even something that I thought about because I didn't think that I would have a premature baby, which I, speak it into existence. I'm not going to have a premature baby. My baby is going to cook until at least 38 weeks. Like, you need to chill for 2 more weeks because I'm not with it. Okay? Thank you. So yeah, I gotta take it easy. So y'all, if y'all have any, Netflix suggestions, y'all, keep me busy, y'all. I'm about to make some videos for y'all. Like, I don't have nothing else to do. My daughter's in school for 8 hours of the day. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm gonna start cooking for y'all. I think I could cook, right? You could cook and be on bed rest, right? I think so. I'm gonna start cooking, maybe put some videos out here. Like, y'all about to see a lot of me for the next 2 weeks because what else is there to do? I can't do anything. I can't do anything. But, as a mother, like, I don't mind. Like, I will do what I have to do for my babies. Yeah, I will do what I have to do for my babies. And if that means that I have to sit down and slow down, then that's what I'm gonna do. Like, period. I don't care. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. What else did I want to say about this, real quick? So I've done some research, right? And for some reason, this came up on my timeline. And okay, so I always knew about this, right? But it was always in the back of my mind, but I didn't really dig into this. And I feel like I want to talk about it. Okay. So I was doing research. Now, listen, whether you like it, whether you don't like it, it is what it is. We all know Western medicine, okay, according to statistics, according to, the worldwide medicine, they say that the West has the best medicine, right? It's the first world country. It has the best medicine. If you have cancer and all of this stuff, you want to be in the West. This is, there's a lot of people still dying from diseases around the world that you would not die from in the West. Like, well, however you feel about America, that's just facts. Like, let's just be honest. It's just facts. So I was looking this up, and basically let me see if I still have it on my phone. I was like, so the mortality, okay, the death rate for Black women in the West has been increasing, okay? Now, this don't make sense to me. Now, on top of that, the mortality rate for giving birth in America is the highest in the world, okay? In all of the countries in the world, I think it's like 205 countries in the world. Out of 205 countries, America, being one of the strongest nations, has the highest mortality rate. I'm like, how is that possible? You guys have the best medicine in the world, first world country, and you have the highest mortality rate in giving birth to women in the world. How is that possible? So I start researching, like, how is that possible? Like, how in the world is that possible for you to be in a first world country with the best medicine and die from giving birth something so natural? I didn't understand that. So I started doing some more research and stuff like that. And the more research that I've done, the more headache I became to have. First of all, Black women, okay, it says a Black mother with a college education is at 60% greater risk for maternity rate rather than white or Hispanic women with less than a high school education. Did y'all hear what I just said? A Black mother with a college education is at 60% greater risk for maternity death rather than a white or Hispanic with less than a high school education. That's crazy to me. So first of all, the reason why the college education is important is because assuming that if you're college educated, you have a better job, which means that you can afford better health care, which means that you can afford to be at better hospitals. You're not giving birth at like Brookdale. You know what I'm saying? If you're from Brooklyn and you know what that, you know that hospital, okay? And it still shows that a white woman in complete poverty that goes to the most basic hospital still has a less chance of losing her baby. I think that's crazy. What do you guys think about that? I don't want to say too much of my opinion. I want to hear what y'all think, and then I'm gonna go based off that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I could be biased, but to me, this is crazy. This right here. Oh, let me go back to what I just said, and then I'm gonna come back to this for a second. Sorry, my brain. I got a pregnancy brain. So they do have a medication here that, because one of the things that you worry about giving birth, especially at like 30, 35, 36 weeks, is the baby's lungs. So at the end of the pregnancy, your baby's lungs is developing, so that when the baby's out of the womb, you know, she can breathe on herself. She can breathe by herself and stuff. So that's one of the things that I wanted to make sure was like on point. And my midwife did tell me that there was medication that I could get, you know, at the hospital that will develop the baby's lungs just in case I have a premature baby. I did respectfully decline because I believe that I am going to make it to full term, and I know God has spoken to me and has said, you are a woman, this is your body, I know what I'm doing, trust me. And I trust my Lord, and I'm not willing to put medicine in my baby. I'm absolutely not. I believe that my body will fully develop my baby's lungs, and I don't want to mess up what my body can do naturally as a woman with medicine. I'm not doing it. But it is an option if you're interested in that, okay? They usually give it at 34 weeks, but I didn't want it to say that. It is an option. So if you do have a premature baby that's not so premature, there is medicine to help develop the organs. But I didn't want to do that. I'm just going to stay home, relax, watch some Martin, and call it a day. That's just what's going to happen. And my baby's lungs is going to be perfectly fine, okay? Amen. Now, let's get back to this. It talked about a big part of this has to do with prenatal care, okay? I think I've talked to you guys about this before, how the prenatal care in Tanzania and the prenatal care in America is very different. People just don't care in America. Like, they just don't, like, literally, if you are a Black Hispanic woman, like, they just don't care. Like, they just, like, seriously, like, they miss so many things. I told you guys, like, I wasn't even allowed to see my own ultrasound when I was in New York. Like, when I went to New York to go get an ultrasound, they didn't even want me to see my own baby. Like, they literally, like, it's insane. They don't educate you. They don't tell you the right things to eat. They don't, they don't care, versus, like, maybe a white woman, they would sit there and talk to her about everything. Like, you have to do all of your research on your own. And if you're a first-time mom and you don't do that type of research, you can hurt your baby in so many ways. And I'm not surprised by that, because remember, guys, I gave birth to one kid in America, so I know exactly how it is. Even just the labor experience, the fact that, like, they ignore your pain. You know what I'm saying? I told them that I was in pain and that I thought my baby was coming, and they completely ignored me. The doctor didn't even deliver my baby. The nurse did, because the doctor was with the Jewish woman next door. Like, she just was like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And what's sad about it is that she was a Black doctor. Like, and I was like, sis, like, why are you being like that? You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember telling these people, they told me, like, oh, you're going to feel this type of pain, when you're in active labor. And I felt that type of pain, and they literally did not believe me. I had to yell and scream and say, you better check me. You know what I'm saying? Because she was just like, oh, you need to sleep. Like, don't worry about it. And I was just like, no, you need to check me. But when they checked me, my daughter's head was already sticking out, okay? Like, and they were like, oh my God, no, it's time right now. Well, duh. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did not care about me at all. Like, and I can understand, a woman who is, preeclampsia or hypotension and having all these real issues, or maybe even having a seizure or something like that, like, they will just ignore your pain until it's too late, and then boom, you already dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad. Like, it's really, really, really sad. So I'm not surprised by these statistics at all. I'm really, really not. 52% of all deaths occur after, excuse me, 52% of all deaths occur after the day of delivery. Now, y'all know, when you deliver a child, right, they supposed to, you stay in the hospital for 2 or 3 days after birth, depending on if you had a C-section or you had a natural birth, okay? At that time, I think they're supposed to check on you like every 2 hours. They're supposed to come, check your blood pressure. During that time, they take your blood, check your heart. They're supposed to make sure everything is all good. Y'all, I think they checked on me like one time. And, thank God the blood of Jesus was covered in my room, so I was able to be okay. But if I had any real issues, y'all, it would have been a mess. It would have just been a mess, y'all. Like, I can't even deal. And then that's how somebody lose their life. That's how it happens. That's exactly how it happens. What else was I going to say? One of the things that I really love about my midwife is not only is she there for my labor and delivery, but she checks on me for a whole 6 weeks, okay? And I couldn't even believe that that's like part of the package. She was like, yeah, I check on you in 2 days, check on you in 5 days, you and the baby. I check on you in 10 days, then I check on you in 14 days. Like, she comes so many times within the 6 weeks. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's absolutely beautiful. And I think that everybody should be treated that way. You know, like, people just think like, oh, boom, you had the baby. All right, you're all good. Go in the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you should check on mothers, especially if they're going through postpartum and stuff like that. Hello, you know, hello. And why is it that medicine in the West is advancing? So we could all agree that the medicine back in 1920 is very different than the medicine in 2020 or 2021. So why is it that deaths are increasing from that time when medicine is increasing? Guys, help me understand. Help me understand what is happening here, because it's just not making sense to me personally. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just not making sense. I mean, so you have most people die from blood clots, heart blood pressure. I'm sorry, I said heart blood pressure. High blood pressure. High blood pressure, strokes, infection, postpartum bleeding. All of this stuff you should be able to tell right away, so that way you can help. You understand what I'm saying? Like, my midwife checks my blood pressure every time she's here. If you could tell that the person has high blood pressure, you should be, and you're in a hospital, you should be able to give medicine and stuff like that to regulate her blood pressure. So I just don't understand. I don't understand why these women are dying from childbirth. You know? I don't understand. It says Black women are more likely than white women to report that their concerns and preferences regarding birth were discarded. Women with Medicaid coverage reported inadequate postpartum care and support. There it is, y'all. It ain't from my mouth. It's here. It ain't from me. You know? And I feel like a lot of women, you see, compared with white women, non-Hispanic Black women were more likely to report being treated unfairly with disrespect by providers because of their race, not having enough decision during labor and delivery, feeling pressure to have C-sections, not exclusively breastfeeding at 1 week to 6 weeks. I remember, I told y'all what they did to me with my daughter, right? Y'all, so my daughter had jaundice, right? So she had to go under the lights and she was in NICU. Y'all, I brought them breast milk every 2 hours. I was pumping. I was like, yeah. It was my wish that I didn't want my daughter to have formula. Y'all, I went to go check on my daughter. Why was they giving my daughter formula without my permission? I lost my mind. I was like, no, they did it. I was pissed. They said, oh, we need to give her something to fill her up more. My daughter was full from the breastfeeding, okay? What it is that if you give them formula, they're full longer. You understand what I'm saying? Versus a child that's breastfed, you know, especially when they're newborns, they have to be fed like every 2 hours. But like if you give them formula, they can go like 3 or 4 hours. So it was convenient for them to give her formula rather than giving her my breast milk, because it made them have her chill out for longer. That pissed me off. For real, I was so angry. Y'all, I can't wait until I just have a better experience here. Like, for real, I mean, even just the prenatal care that I've gotten here has been, it's been no short of amazing, okay? I have been taken care of. I can call my midwife at any time. My midwife, she told me, she's like, you can call at midnight, whatever you need, any problem you have, give me a call. She comes here, she does everything she's supposed to do. If we need to go to the hospital, because she also works at the hospital, I don't have to wait at the hospital. I go in right with her. She has me see a doctor right away, you know, because again, when you have a home birth, you need to be cleared. Like, you need to make sure that you're completely healthy. And she just makes sure that I'm good. It's just a different level. Even went to the hospital and I wasn't feeling well and they knew I was pregnant, the difference that I was treated, like they just treat me so good, and they're so against injecting pregnant women with medicine. It's insane. When I had those back spasms, they're just like, well, you're pregnant, we don't want to affect the baby, and we're not about to just sit here and give you medicine. Like, no, you understand what I'm saying? They do a lot of holistic things and natural things, you know, which helps. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we did holistic things yesterday for my contractions, and today I feel great. So she didn't have to inject me with all this medicine that the West probably would inject me with to feel the same exact way, because they don't want to affect the children. And it's just different, y'all. Like, it's just so different. Even just like the people with prenatal care, you know, they see that you're pregnant and, you know, they help you out so much. They don't want you carrying stuff. You know, the mamas, you know what I'm saying? Well, first of all, y'all know I love my mother-in-law with a passion. You know, she's always taking care of me. And but not even just her, just other mamas in general. You know, they help you out so much. Like, you know, they it's just a different level of care and love, and it's a community love, you know, and they don't even have to know you. They just know that you're pregnant and they got your back. Like, when I say they have your back, they have your back. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a beautiful thing. And people in the West, they'll see you pregnant, carrying bags. They'll sit there and look at you, especially people who are younger than you. They got no respect. They, y'all. When I tell you I ain't never going back. I mean, perks like this are just so important to me personally that I just could never go back just for those reasons. Just for those reasons. Like, you know what I'm saying? A woman in America is expected to do everything. You're expected to be a wife. You're expected to be a mother. You're expected to be the cook. You're expected to be the freak in the sheets. You're expected to do absolutely everything with no help. And if you do get help, they look at you as less than a mother. And it's absolutely disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. And most women in America are exhausted. They're tired. They're worn out. They're like they have no support. Like, they're just worn out. And here, people believe that it takes a community to raise children. People help you. You know, people help. People don't just sit there and watch you struggle. I don't care if they don't. It could be a completely homeless person. They are not going to watch a mother with children struggle. Like, it's just not going to happen. I've never seen it in my life here in Tanzania. I have not. And I feel like that itself, to be able to have so much support with your kids, to be able to, like, you know how in America, like, when your child is having a tantrum in the store, people all just look at you like, not my kid. It's not like that out here. If your kid is having a tantrum out here and you're doing something, let's say you're trying to pay in the cashier, a mama will sit there and entertain your baby while you paying at the cashier. A mom will sit there and, you know, maybe hold your baby and pat your baby. And it's not like, it's like it's all our children. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just different, y'all. It's different. It is absolutely different. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm just ranting now at this point. So let me get off of here. If you have any suggestions for me to watch, and I'm going to be cooking and stuff. The problem with me cooking, y'all can't make fun of me, okay? Because y'all know that it takes time. When you move from one country to another country, it takes time. And unfortunately, I could not bring all of my kitchen stuff. So I don't have the proper, you know, pots and pans and proper baking dishes and stuff like that. Y'all, send me some money. Send me some money. Bring me baking dishes. You don't even gotta send me money. Just, you coming from the West, bring me like cupcake dishes and bread dishes and all of that stuff. Bring it for me, because I ain't got it, okay? I made bread the other day and I had to make it in a circle because I did not have the proper baking dish to make bread, okay? For real. Like, I need like a baking dish, okay? And I can't do consults right now, for real, y'all. I can't. My energy is just gone. Yeah, if you want to see baking videos and cooking videos and stuff like that, it's coming up. But support me, y'all. I think it's like maybe like $70 US dollars for like the whole set. So if 70 people watch this and you all send me $1, I can go get it. Okay? Cashapp Kiwelu. And then when I get it, maybe I'll film me going out to go get it. But yeah, I want those baking dishes. I want to be able to, like, I don't want to show y'all how I bake my cookies and then, you know, I got to put it on aluminum for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know y'all going to talk. I know y'all going to talk about me. Like, really? That's how, you know, but it's not about that. It's about how it tastes, and the taste is bomb, okay? So, yeah. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I will see you guys later. I can't promise how much I'm going to film, but I'm telling you that I'm bored, so I am going to be filming a lot. But I don't want to say, yeah, y'all, I'm going to give you guys another video tomorrow, and then, like, tomorrow I have contractions again, and I'm like, no, I can't. Why did I commit to that? So I don't want to tell you guys that. But please comment below, how do you feel about this conversation? For real. How do you feel about it? How does this make you feel? See you later.